The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Okay, so today we're diving into a spot that sounds like, well, it sounds like something out of a storybook.
Sounds intriguing.
Carmel-by-the-Sea, California.
Okay.
We've got sources here, and they're talking about artistic charm, gorgeous California coastlines.
Yeah.
And this architecture, it's like built for fairy tales. Like, seriously.
Wow.
So what's the real story behind Carmel-by-the-Sea?
Right.
And what should you, dear listener, know before you book that trip?
Well, Carmel-by-the-Sea, it's one of those hidden gems tucked away on the California coast. It's got this, captivating European village vibe.
I could see that.
A blend of natural beauty and artistic legacy that's truly unique, I think.
Okay, so I'm picturing, winding cobblestone streets.
Yeah.
Maybe a hidden courtyard or two.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the art.
Okay.
That artistic heritage.
Right.
What kind of artists were drawn to Carmel-by-the-Sea?
It wasn't just one type of artist. Okay.
Carmel-by-the-Sea has attracted all sorts of creative people throughout its history. You have painters, like Ansel Adams.
Oh, wow.
Who found, endless inspiration in those dramatic coastal landscapes.
Right.
And then there's the poets and playwrights drawn to that quiet beauty in the sense of escape that Carmel offers.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It really does.
This artistic legacy, it's woven into the town.
Yeah. I mean, just picturing Ansel Adams setting up his camera to capture those iconic California coastline shots is incredible.
Absolutely.
But speaking of the coast, our sources mentioned Scenic Coastlines as a major draw. What makes those coastlines so special?
I mean, just think about it.
Yeah.
Dramatic cliffs plunging straight into the turquoise Pacific.
Wow.
You've got pristine beaches.
That just seem to stretch on forever.
Yeah.
And those iconic windswept cypress trees, clinging to that rugged coastline.
Wow.
It's a visual feast, a photographer's paradise, for sure.
Wow, that reminds me of when I was hiking along the coast in Ireland.
Okay.
And those dramatic cliffs. The vastness of the ocean.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel this sense of awe.
Right.
But let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about the architecture.
Sure.
Our notes here, they mention fairytale architecture, which is a pretty intriguing description.
Right.
What exactly makes the architecture of Carmel-by-the-Sea so unique?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think when you say fairytale architecture, you think about, whimsical details, right?
Yeah.
That transport you to another world.
Yeah.
And in Carmel, you'll find these storybook cottages with charmingly crooked chimneys. Gardens bursting with colorful blooms. Yeah. And these hidden pathways that lead to those secret courtyards you mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit like stepping into a children's book.
So thatched roofs, secret gardens.
Yeah.
Are those common in Carmel, or are we talking?
I think you'll find a lot of those charming details.
Okay.
Throughout Carmel-by-the-Sea. It's really part of what gives the town its unique character.
So for someone planning a trip to Carmel-by-the-Sea, what does all this mean?
I think it means you're in for a truly immersive experience.
Okay.
It's more than just a beach town.
Right.
It's a place to slow down, reconnect with your creative side, and savor that unique atmosphere.
Absolutely. It sounds like the kind of place where you can just wander for hours, discovering hidden gems and soaking up that artistic energy.
Exactly. And as you wander, think about, the artists and writers who found inspiration in Carmel.
Yeah.
Their legacy lives on in the galleries, the cafes, even in the very atmosphere of the town.
What a fantastic thought.
Yeah.
And for our listener, maybe that's something to consider.
Yeah.
What kind of energy do you want to soak up on your next trip?
Exactly.
We'll leave you to ponder that.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
For this deep dive into Carmel-by-the-Sea.
It's a beautiful place.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.